by redirecting your energy, you're actually focusing on something that's going to grow. And it's taking your focus away from the fear. Virgo, welcome to your weekly tarot reading for March 21st to the 27th. Okay, let's get started and see what are the major themes for the week ahead. For Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, what are the major themes? Oh, those felt funny. For the week ahead. Thank you. Okay. All right. Okay, that's good. That's a lot of messages here for you, Virgo. What's going on? Okay, bottom of the deck, we see conclusions are within reach. And we just had a full moon. This is full moon eclipse, mind you, but this moon looks exactly like what the full moon looked like from my window. Very orange. It was beautiful. That full moon energy is still with us for the first part of this week and the equinox, so it's a very heavy week. Let's see, I think Virgo's going to be feeling it. We see here conclusions are within reach. Meditate and contemplate. Don't let pride get in the way, which we saw for Capricorn. The answers you need are coming and adjustments are required. Okay, that's very interesting, Virgo. That makes me feel like you're dealing with something this week that seems to be triggering you and that you may need to make some adjustments and trust that the answers are coming through sort of quieting the mind through meditation here and contemplation in a way where you're, making considerations in your mind. You're really sort of looking at this from as many different perspectives. This is the new moon in Pisces. And I always think that, Pisces has a way of looking at things from different perspectives because, the energies are constantly chasing each other. And so the way that those fish chase each other, they're constantly getting a different view of the situation. And you may need to make adjustments in order to get a perspective that doesn't trigger you here. I can't help but feel like when I see that, don't let pride get in your way, that something here is triggering you. And it could be because you're waiting for something. You're waiting for a conclusion. You're waiting for some answers. Perhaps you're looking externally for that. Now, I want to see here, what is the quality around these themes in terms of how is this hitting for Virgo? Okay. What do we see here? Our work, it says play. Our work can and should take on the quality of play, for it is play that stimulates creativity. This is interesting. I was sort of looking at the prideful card when this came up. So not letting your pride get in the way. I mean, sort of taking a more playful attitude, less serious attitude about something would certainly be less triggering. And that kind of guidance is making me think that we're dealing with something here that may be blocking your creativity. If you're being guided to sort of stimulate the creativity, perhaps by being triggered in this situation, your creativity seems to be blocked. And the answers are coming though. So in the meantime, it's almost like play. Don't take it so seriously. Let it go until the answers are in place. I'm looking at that. The answers are coming. And we see here a number of cards. Seed. Have the intention to grow like a seed, and bloom is at the heart of creativity. This is interesting. Capricorn got this card as well. I feel like something is coming up here for you. The other cards you got are courage. Have the courage to see lessons in all situations and face them constructively. Yeah, like I can't help but think that this might be a time where you're being guided to sort of take a situation that's triggering you and see past the surface, right? To see past the surface of it triggering you and to see really what is this experience teaching me? You know what I mean? Like, what is this experience really teaching me? If I wasn't taking this so personally, and if it wasn't triggering this prideful reaction, what would I be learning from this situation? What would it be teaching me? Let's see, what kind of adjustments are we looking at here for Virgo? What is the area that the adjustments need to be made? Interesting. Fear. You know, and I'm going to take these cards because this is the second time it's flipped out. Fear. If you want to be free of fears and phobias, then you have to understand why they exist and make peace with them. So that's interesting. Courage, fear, play, and seed. This is an interesting week for you, Virgo. It's very heavy, but this is all coming in to a conclusion very soon. And we see let go. What, if anything, can be done to let go of what is standing in your way? Something is coming to a conclusion, and you're going to need to have the courage to let it go. I think you're afraid to let it go right now. And this is the card that came up twice every time I shuffled. Be as clear, concise, and professional as you can be when you explain your ideas to potential associates. And look at that with play, seed, and pitch. It's almost like through your creativity, you're going to be birthing something new that others are going to be interested in. You're going to need to be communicative about this. Don't let your pride get in the way, and keep your sort of mind quiet so that the inspiration can come. And then on the other side of your reading, you have this situation where you need to let go of something, that the answers are coming and that conclusions are within your reach on something here. And it's interesting, you know, show the world the real you. New start is coming. This is beautiful. Work through your fears. All of these messages, so consistent. So consistent. Show the world the real you. I feel like you're, at the same time that you're creating something, you're working through your fears about something else that needs to be let go. This is really interesting, Virgo. Let's have a look at the tarot cards here on this side of the reading, the new start that you're creating. It's almost like we've got two separate readings. Oh, hang on, let me tilt the camera so you can see. It's almost like we have two separate readings here. You know, there's two things going on for you this week, some major things, but they're very different, you know. So let's look at this new start here, where you're creating something, you're planting a seed, and then you're going to have opportunity to expand here. Oh, look at that. We see the 8 of Cups, the 7 of Cups together with the Lovers in reverse here. That makes me feel like it's time to get vulnerable. It is time to play and to sort of feel free to plant this seed, be yourself, let this other stuff go. This is related. It's blocking your creativity. You have to have the courage. This is very similar to the Capricorn reading, Virgo. You may have placements in Capricorn, or you may be dealing with the Capricorn. I also see the Queen of Pentacles. This is very, very interesting. There, I'm just adjusting the camera so you can see all the cards. There's the Magician. You see, there he is. Okay, so this is very interesting. You are really on a path this week that's involving letting go, having the courage to let go of something, even if it triggers a fear or prideful reaction. That the conclusion of this cycle is directly related to the opening up of something that may feel like a creative block, but it's like you've planted the seeds for this, and very soon I feel like you're going to be invited to speak about this. You're going to have options because of this, but you have to be ready to walk away from something that feels like an attachment. This is very similar to the Capricorn reading. We see the Queen of Pentacles here. She's in reverse, Queen of Cups on the bottom of the deck. I mean, very, very high vibes in your reading this week. Lovers in reverse really makes me think that you're having to be vulnerable here. That's where we're seeing the courage, and that you're going to have to make a choice. You're going to have to choose courage over fear. You're going to have to choose play over this thing that has like an attachment, you know, like to, instead of focusing on the attachment that you know needs to be freed, you might even be better served by focusing on what you're trying to create. And by focusing your energy here, you might actually let go of this without even realizing it, you know? I see the Magician in reverse, which makes me, that's sort of where I'm coming from. It's like by redirecting your energy, you're actually focusing on something that's going to grow, and it's taking your focus away from the fear, and putting it back on yourself. I feel like you're being guided to really play and nurture yourself, and make choices that are in line with this sort of creative new start that you're manifesting here. That's very interesting, Virgo. I'm going to leave it at that. Wow, what a wonderful reading. Thank you so much for joining me for this today. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share this video if it's resonated with you and you'd like to see more. Leave me a comment. Let me know how it's resonated with you if it has. I hope to see you all again very soon for another reading, and I'm sending you so much love and light. Have a wonderful week.